Good morning, good afternoon, or whatever time of day it is if you are watching this. I would like to start today with a short reading from a book titled Taoist Meditation. It's edited by the wonderful translator Thomas Cleary, who passed away a few years ago. Done many wonderful translations from Chinese into English of sacred texts and poetry and so forth, and this one is called Taoist Meditation, titled Taoist Meditation. And I want to be clear that you don't have to be a Taoist to practice Tai Chi and Qigong, nor practicing Tai Chi and Qigong turn you into a Taoist. The two are sort of intricately linked by philosophy, not by religion or anything such as that. So there are many wonderful readings from Taoist philosophy that lead us into some hints about practicing, about how to practice, where to practice, when to practice, and many other valuable insights. And the link between Tai Chi and Qigong and Taoism has to do with the fact that they both are very closely aligned with stillness. Sometimes Tai Chi is called movement with stillness. And that has to do with being relaxed, with allowing the mind to rest instead of being engaged in thought processes. Of course, the mind is always going to be engaged in thought processes. However, there's a way to bypass that, to allow them to dribble away, so to speak, to simply not pay attention. I think I have mentioned it's as though you have a cat or a dog who has come in and sits down beside you. You know the cat or the dog is there, but for the moment, we don't acknowledge the cat or the dog. We simply know they're there. And the same thing with discursive thinking. This particular reading is titled Old Age. However, it's not a reading about old age. It's a reading about, it can be taken either way. It's a reading about old age. It's also a reading that has to do with what to do as we age. We're all going to age. How are we going to age? We're going to age in a healthy manner. We're going to age. We want to reach old age. Nowadays, statistically, what I have seen is that life expectancy in the United States is somewhere between 82 and 95 or 96, depending on your gender. And we're talking about, without getting into gender specifics, somewhere in there is our life expectancy nowadays. But we want to do more than just expect to live that long. We also want to be healthy, and we want to be alert, and we want to be able to enjoy life. If I remember correctly, the legend about the magician Merlin was that he wished to live many hundreds of years, but he forgot one thing. He forgot to say, "Don't let my body age." And so he got to be quite old, but rather diminished in terms of his physical powers. So we want to live to our full capacity and to be vital and to be alert at that time. So here's old age. I don't know that I'll read all of this. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. We'll see. People all say that after 60, you age. Remember, this was written some 800 or 900 years ago. People all say that after 60, you age year by year. After 70, you age month by month. After 80, you age day by day. I, the writer, am more than 80 years old. Now what? From now on, each day I live is a day lent by heaven for the way. How dare I waste it, even if I attain the way being the path of Taoism, the path of stillness, the path of unity, the path of not cleaving to opposites. Even if I attain the way, right now, it is already late. How could it be admissible to delay any further? You see, no matter what your age is, why delay any further? A long time ago, 3 elders were talking about impermanence. One elder said, of those who attend this year's party, who knows who will be missing next year? Another elder said, what you're talking about is far away. When we take off our shoes and socks tonight, we don't know whether or not we will put them on again tomorrow. The third elder said, what you're talking about is still remote. When we exhale this breath, we don't know if we will breathe it in again. The wise do not lose time. The brave do not think twice. If you get to know the way today, you should set to work this very day. When you know, that is when to start. If you say you do not have the leisure today and will wait for another day, I'm afraid that when you want to do it, you won't be able to anymore. Human beings have 3 treasures: vitality, energy, and spirit. In old age, beware of exhausting vitality. When vitality is exhausted, you die. In old age, beware of leaking energy. If energy is drained, you die. In old age, beware of disassociation of the spirit. If the spirit is gone, you die. And so, the way of Tai Chi, when they refer to the way, that is the way of the Tao, the way of balancing opposites so that we live in the middle and we are not exhausting energy or leaking energy by being overly this or overly that. Doesn't mean you can't be enthusiastic. It doesn't mean that you have to stop living. It doesn't mean that you go into a cocoon. It's nothing like that. It means that we are mindful, that we take the middle way by and large, and we are mindful of our energy. And I'm not pointing to mindfulness, the sort of mindfulness that we are talking about. I'm talking about awareness, being aware of our energy, being aware of how we move, being aware of each moment, moment by moment by moment. That's the way of the Tao, that's the way of Tai Chi, that's the way of Qi Kung, because we set aside, for the time of practice, we set aside discursive thinking, we breathe, we endeavor to join breath and body and energy, and this is what awakens spirit, Shen. Breath can be translated to Qi. Yi is the clear mind, awakens Shen. Now there are other interpretations of how Yi, Qi, and Shen associate with each other. However, this is the way that I have come to experience it, so I'm sharing that. It might not be the orthodoxy, however, it's real. That's what counts. So let's practice a little bit. First, remembering that we are breathing, and this is the middle way. We're breathing from the middle. Right here, 2 fingers below my navel and your navel is the middle of your body. Half of it is below, half of it is above. So when we in-breath, we are filling. We know we're filling because the abdomen rises. We're filling the lungs, of course. But we know we're fully filling, full low breathing by expansion, and when we breathe out, contraction. So we always start from that point. We always start from that point. Now let's put some yi and energy into this. First we breathe. Now we're going to bring in the chi of the earth. And when we're doing this, we're going to do 5 breaths. On the first 2, keep your eyes open so that you can see the motions. And on the next 3, close your eyes and concentrate on a dot that you can see very vividly. Imagine that dot. And it's going to change color with each breath. So we're beginning with the earth breath. And the earth breath is the color yellowish brown. And we're breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And now, if you close your eyes or half close your eyes and visualize, see that dot, yellowish brown. Breathe in. Breathe out. The energy is rising through the bottoms of your feet. Up. You could do this standing or sitting. Breathe in. Breathe out. I'm doing it sitting so that if there are people who are watching and don't have the ability to stand necessarily, breathe out. To show it can be done this way. Prime way is to be able to do these breaths outside, standing with bare feet on the earth. However, it's not always possible to do that. If not, you can stand on your balcony. Stand outside. Wait till you're taking your walk. Water breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And the dot, when we concentrate on that, is green. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Now, close your eyes and see that dot. Or if you can do it with your eyes open, that's very advanced. Green. Green dot. Energy entering through the top of the head, down into the body. Sort of lost count. Let's do one more. Now rest here, normal breathing. We're going to turn to the chi of fire. And the dot is red. We breathe in through the mouth and out through the nose. That's 2. Close your eyes. Do hooded eyes, whatever, see the dot. This is where we're employing the yi, the creative, imaginative mind. One more. Rest. Turn to normal breathing. Relax shoulders. Sometimes in making these motions, your shoulders become tense. Relax your back, neck. Now we turn to the chi of the air. The color for the dot is blue. Breathing in and out the mouth. Breathe in. Breathe out and reach behind, palms up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Close your eyes. In breath going forward, out breath going back. One more. Rest. And now we turn to the element of ether, which can be thought of as the catalytic agent for everything else. No color, or you choose a sort of shining black, beautiful shining blackness. And it's breathing in and out the nose, but very tiny, small, refined breath. It's same capacity, everything, same breathing. Okay, breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Close your eyes. Breathe in. Breathe out. In breath. Exhale. And now this time, breathe in and hold your breath and keep your arms out. Feel your energy, feel there, just out there. Your arms out there, no effort. Now, lightly squeeze all over your body. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Everywhere, even where you're sitting. And then breathe out and release. And we do one more like that. Breathe in and hold, but don't squeeze. Just feel. Feel inside. Feel the bottoms of your feet, your thighs, inside, arms. Most usually the energy is most palpable at the palms, but when we get used to this, you might even feel the blood in your heartbeat. Okay, relax for a moment. Okay, we're going to turn to another routine. These 6 healing sounds. We're going to activate the lung meridian, kidney meridian, liver meridian, heart meridian, spleen meridian, and triple heater. We're only going to do several of these breaths. If when we're practicing this, and because we want to do some movement, when we're taking this up as a practice, as the book says, to begin, then this would extend over a 35-minute time, because you would do a number of repetitions, maybe 8 or 9 repetitions of each for each meridian. But this is an introductory session, and we have to decide what of these practices interests us the most, what feels the best. If it doesn't feel right, then it's not a practice to take up, because you want to be able to enjoy it. It's not as though this should be laborious. This should be enjoyable, part of one's daily routine. So, for the lung meridian, we make this little motion, we breathe in, we breathe out. There's a color associated with this. It's a sparkling white. We want to say, intone the sound ah. Breathe in, ah. Breathe out fully when you say the sound. In breath, sa. And down. Now we're going to cross hands on the dantian. Men do right hand over left, women do left hand over right. So it's simply like putting a cork in the bottle. Sealing. Kidney meridian, blue. Curling the fingers like this, coming up your back, behind your back. You breathe in, make a big round barrel and lean forward a little bit and breathe out. And say the sound A, A, A. A. And put that one to rest. And the liver meridian, green. Little motion, backs of the hands, breathe in, breathe out. Cross your right hand in front of your left and scan down and press down and say the sound shh, shh. And close. And the heart meridian. Red. Up. Palms wide. Close. Join the palms, join down to the elbows, cross right hand in front of left and scan down. The sound is ah, ah, ah. Bright red. Ah. storing that one. No, we're storing the energy. We're replenishing and storing. That's what the reading was referring to, your vitality. If you don't replenish your vitality, it becomes depleted. We all know, we've all had the occasion to say, I feel so depleted. Well, generally speaking, people go to bed early, take a drink, or a pill, or something. Perhaps you consider doing Qigong or Tai Chi as a daily practice, as a way of keeping that vitality completely full. Spleen meridian, one up and one down. Breathe in, breathe out. And then orbit, the upper hand orbits in front, and the other one is called mixing heaven and earth. Mixing heaven and earth. And the sound is ooh. Ooh. Mixing. You do the other side after we do this side. It's the only one that has two sides. Ooh. 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 And I haven't mentioned this much, but when we're doing these practices, relax your face. This is not a tight-lipped, grit your teeth sort of routine. Nothing in Tai Chi or Qigong is like that. It's not like grunting to lift a heavy weight. You want to be relaxed. In breath, out breath is the triple heater. No color or luminous black like the light of the ether breath. Touch, 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 touch. Come down. Sound is E. 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 Sealing, and we're going to, we close this practice with the clearing move. The clearing move is passing a beam of light horizontally through all of the spaces, atoms, protons, neutrons in your body, pressing out anything that's been dislodged by the practice that is deleterious to your health. Anything that's been knocked loose. Being sure that we're leaving behind pure, clear energy, sometimes called smiling through the body. So you breathe in like this, and breathe out slowly. Smile through the body, pressing out anything that needs to be released, like coffee grounds in a French press. Down, 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 and out through the bottoms of the feet into the earth to be recycled. Whew. Tai Chi is a form of moving Qigong, so to speak. Some Qigong, like we've just been doing, has minimal amounts of movements. Tai Chi has a lot of movement. So, Tai Chi postures. Playing the lute. Playing the lute. I'm going to stand up in a minute, demonstrating sitting down, playing the lute. From playing the lute, we often do this motion. Crane opens its wings. This hand descends and this hand rises. And then we exchange this way. So I'm performing this left-handed so you can do exactly what I'm doing, mirror what I'm doing, those who are watching. So playing the lute. Actually, you can play the lute on either side. This is playing the lute also. This crane spreads its wings. Crane continues spreading its wings. And this is brush knee push ball. Playing the lute. Crane opens its wings. We're doing this ambidextrously this time. Brush knee push ball. And this is left-handed. Playing the lute. Crane spreads its wings. Left-handed brush knee push ball. Gather the ball. Gather the ball. Spread the silk brocade. Gather the ball. Spread the silk brocade. Hands climb the mountain, down to the jade table. Scholar points the way. Hands climb the mountain, down to the jade table. Scholar points the way. Carry the ball. Spread the silk brocade. Close the gate. Grasp the bird's tail. Grasp the bird's tail. There's the bird. There's the tail. Grasp the bird's tail. Bird, tail. Do it to the other side. Down. Standing up. Something which can be done with no particular form, no particular choreography. Tai Chi is a form of movement that has a choreography to it, similar to dance choreography. Generally speaking, in the Yang style of Tai Chi, such as I share with people, there are 108 separate moves, but of those 108 moves, probably there's only 50. I've never stopped to count. I always make up a number, but there's 50 unique moves, and then there's many repetitions. Maybe there's only 40 unique moves and a number of repetitions, but we put together in a form 108 postures. And by putting that together and moving in a slow, leisurely, relaxed manner, it takes about 20 minutes to perform the whole choreography. Some people have shortened it down to where it only takes 10 minutes or 15 minutes. It's a choice. That's okay. Regardless, we all start with Tai Chi stepping, bow and arrow, from the bow and arrow stance. Forward leg is called the bow, rear leg is called the arrow. It's also called the forward horse stance because this is our horse here. The upper body is riding the horse. When we want to move forward, we pivot the foot. And I'm just keeping my hands out here like this, no particular way, and step through. Woo! Gotta do that again. Don't look down. Don't watch what you're doing. Moving the horse, stepping, riding the chariot, stepping. Pivot, pour, step through, and push. Pivot, pour the weight to the rear, pour the weight to the front. Here, pour the weight to the front. Lift, step through. And then you could pace back and forth no matter how much space you have. Pivot, pour from side to side. That's the fill, empty. Fill, empty. Breathing. Always breathing. So let's try this. Brush knee, push palm. Slowly, slowly. Smooth, effortless. Not having to think about the shopping list. Or the roof repairs, all of those matters that concern us every day, they come while we're moving. However, we let them pass up the chimney like smoke. So we turn this into a routine. I'm going to be doing it left-handed so that anyone watching this mirror exactly what I'm doing. Breathe in, breathe out, step back on left bending leg. Press forward and carry the ball. Step out and spread the silk brocade. Close the gate. Step forward and grasp the bird's tail. Pull back, touch. Press forward, left and right together. Roll back, push with two palms, and sit back and play the lute. And then crane opens its wings. Brush, knee, push, pull. Pivot, pivot, pour, reach back, brush, knee, push, palm to the other side. Pivot, pour, brush, knee, push, palm to this side, and play the lute again. And crane opens its wings again. Here. Step forward. Make a basket. And step like this. And step backward. So, what I'm doing here is not the traditional form of Tai Chi in terms of the sequence of the moves. I'm simply doing something to keep going. These are the postures of Yang style Tai Chi, but I am doing them in a creative order. Now I'm turning this way, so that we're moving vertically instead of horizontally, so to speak, and which is the traditional way to move. Move back and forth from one side of your screen to the other side of your screen. But the point is to keep moving. Keep moving over a period of time. That's the determining factor. Here, make a basket. Make a round basket. Step through and offer your hand this way. Now we'll try it like this. Pardon my turning my back to you, but it will only be momentary. I want to climb the mountain down to the jade table. Scholar points the way. Press forward to carry the ball. The same moves we were practicing. Step left and spread the silk brocade. Close the gate. Step forward and grasp the bird's tail. Release. Come back and touch. Middle finger to wrist. Press forward, left and right together. Wipe off. Disconnect. Roll back. Push with two palms. Now we're going to turn like this. Open your arms wide and pivot your foot. And then pivot your left foot. And turn like this. And over to the corner this way. And up. Left arm, down right arm. Step back right leg. Open your wings. Brush knee, push palm. Play the lute. Brush knee, push palm again. 1. And we're going to do this 3 times. 2. 3. Breathe out. Breathe in and make a basket like this. And inhale, lift back leg, step. And push. Follow along. Breathe. Everything doesn't have to be perfect. It's moving in a smooth, relaxed, even manner. That's the key. That's our goal. Here. Crane spreads its wings. Crane opens its wings. Brush knee, push palm. 1. 2. 3. And play the lute. And open your wings again. Step back. Spread. Pour your weight from side to side. In breath and out breath.